So right here, friends, in this one sentence in the middle of Matthew 22, here's what we discover. There are things that people owe their government, and there are things that people owe God, and we mustn't confuse them. Friends, you do not belong to the state. Your body and your soul does not belong to the state. Whatever state it is, whether it's the state of Washington under a representative republic established in the United States of America or any other government in this world, you as a human being do not belong to that government. You belong to God. The government does not own us. Body and soul, we belong to God. First, because he created us. Second, because the blood of Jesus Christ was shed to purchase us back from sin. The civic government does not have jurisdiction over our bodies or our souls. So who has the right? In the hot topic of the day, who has the right to determine your health care choices? Who has the right to determine what goes into your body? Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. According to the Bible, the government does not have that right. There are things we owe the government, but that's not one of them. And in a free society, that truth would be self-evident. See, we've been inundated for several decades now. We've lost sight of what it means to be a free society because we're inundated with this concept of utilitarianism, which is actually a noble concept in some ways. The greatest good for the greatest amount of people. But the further we buy into that concept over the concept on which this society was established, that of liberty, the more rights we give up. Utilitarianism is okay to a degree, but the further we go in that direction, the less free we are. And friends, this is true in any government, in any setting, anywhere. You are an image bearer of God. The government does not own you. But in this country, this should be self-evident. Utilitarianism is not what is enshrined in our governing documents. It is not what is guaranteed in our laws. Liberty is. We have a right to self-govern. And we've already established the legitimacy of secular governments, but we have also already established their limitations. And they are out of their jurisdiction to tell us that we have to take a vaccine or whatever else. For some, the vaccine is a very good thing, and for others, they do not want it. And either way, the state of Washington is out of its jurisdiction. And the reason for that, friends, isn't because the pastor's fired up about this. The reason for that is in the text. And that's what we've got to understand. This isn't about politics. Well, the text is about overall politics, but what I'm saying here is not about partisan politics. This is about who you are as a human being. This is about who has jurisdiction in your life. God's authority is legitimate and supreme. And the secular government's authority is legitimate, but it's limited. And they're out of their jurisdiction to demand such things. And when we're